How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Mayor Pete, aka Pete Buttigieg, however you say his name. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that's trying to become the president, the guy that was on the cover of Time magazine with his husband, who keeps talking about how gay he is and how he was in the military, all this, that, and the third. Now, he was on this show called Desus and Mero. I think that's how you say it. I've never seen the show before. It's two black guys talking about just random things on Showtime. Now, for some reason, they go to this New York area. There's probably some project buildings or something behind them in the playground also. And then they bring out some liquor and brown paper bags and start to swig on it as they're talking about politics and other random things. When I tell you the cringe was super high, I mean just off the charts. You just saw it on the screen. I couldn't play the audio because I don't want Showtime to strike me. But this whole thing is really crazy, but not outside of the ordinary. This is what Democrats do. They'll do anything to try and reach certain people. And we know what he was trying to do here. We're trying to get some of the black vote, some of the black folks on the side. So I guess what you do to get the black vote is you go to the projects and put your liquor in a brown bag like a bum and drink. That's what you do. You know, kind of like what Hillary Clinton did with Roland Martin when they had some kind of town hall with CNN, and then Roland decided to do the wobble on stage with her.
That's how I told y'all need the music.
I guess we're kind of going now in that direction, breaking out the hot sauce, breaking out the so-called black scent. I don't feel no ways tired. I mean, why do this? These people don't do this. I can guarantee you with 100% certainty, Mayor Pete, a.k.a. Pete Buttigieg, a.k.a. Pete Buttigieg, has never drunk any kind of beverage out of a paper bag in his life. I can guarantee you that with 100% certainty. Okay? I don't even know this man. I can just look at him and tell. All right? You're a button-up kind of guy, a military guy. You wouldn't do this. This is not how you are. I appreciate authenticity from people in general. I don't care if you're a politician, a regular Joe, whatever it is, just be yourself, whatever that self is. People could say that somebody is corny or they're over the top. You can criticize somebody about their personality, but it doesn't really matter if they have flaws in their personality as long as they're being themselves. That's the most important thing. That's why so many of us like Trump, okay? Because you recognize that he's being himself, regardless of what it is. You can joke on his voice, his hair, the orange skin, or whatever you want. It don't matter. He's himself. Trump would never, ever go to New York, where he's from, in front of a project building and drink liquor from a brown bag. Ever. Okay? That really is kind of offensive. I'm not offended because things like this, like you got to work really hard to offend me. Okay? You got to like actually put your hands on me to offend me. Okay. Just words, that doesn't get to me. But I am offended that these people think they can do things like this to get the black vote. I'm offended for people that will be offended by this, if that makes any sense. If you kind of see where I'm going. All right. You're trying to play on some of the worst black stereotypes. I mean, it's like this guy and these people watched movies like CB4 and, you know, Don't Be a Menace, you know, stereotypical things to basically gauge how to reach the so-called black community. All you really got to do is be yourself. Be yourself and have policies that people are interested in. And then you're able to reach the most people. Okay. You know, don't cower down. People try to challenge you. Don't change and flip flop and just roll with the wind. Flow with the wind. Just be yourself and be a grounded person. Drink and liquor out of a brown bag. You know, this is what bums do. I mean, anybody out there watching, you know, if people watching the Showtime, understand this is not just a regular thing people do in the so-called black community. You know, you got bums that'll do stuff like this. You would never see anybody outside drinking some liquor out of a brown bag if they're not a bum or a loser in general, a dope fiend or something like that. This is crackhead stuff we're talking about here. We're not talking about just regular everyday things. And then they had the nerve to be in the middle of the daytime drinking actual liquor in front of a playground. What are you doing? You should get the police called on you. How are you going to have a beverage in the middle of the day with kids right there? You might as well be shooting heroin. That's how I look at it, because this kind of behavior that you're doing, it's bum, it's New York, just degenerate stuff. You know, if I was an officer, I would lock you up straight up, or at least give you a citation. And you're trying to be the president and you're doing things like that on camera. What are you thinking about? As I close, I just want to say this kind of just fell on my desk. I had to say something about it. Pete Buttigieg has no chance of becoming president. I'm not sure what he's pulling at right now. It's probably like right around 0, no more than 2 or 3%. I can't imagine he's anywhere near a Joe Biden. He had a lot of Democrats that went to this event in Iowa, and everybody wants to attack Joe Biden, talking about, oh, he's not here, he doesn't want to travel, this, that, and the third. Well, Joe Biden has pretty much solidified his spot. He don't got to go nowhere. He doesn't have to go be with you peons. Y'all can do that and just spar amongst each other to get second place. Okay, he's pretty much already where he's going to be. He has the media behind him. He has money behind him. He has the name behind him. He has 1,000 years of age behind him. He's going to be good money. He does not need to go and do things like drink liquor out of a brown bag in front of some projects in New York City like Pete Buttigieg did, just to be able to get a little bit of attention. So that's pretty much all I got. What say you? Do you think it was a good thing for Mayor Pete to drink liquor out of a brown bag with 2 other black guys? Like, if you think that, then what was the point? Why do that? You can't just have a normal conversation. You could have easily gone to these guys' studio at Showtime, because Showtime has money. You could have gone to a studio and gave a regular interview without being outside drinking in front of the kids in the middle of the day and talking about stupid stuff. I mean, the interview, if you want to see it, the full thing is in the box. It was cringe. It was like that show that came on MTV. I forget my man's name. Hannibal Buress was on it. Oh, Andre, I think that's his name. Just really cringe. That type of thing was going on in this interview. I mean, if I was him, I would have walked out. I wouldn't even gone to the situation, really. I would go to a more respected program. At least go to the Breakfast Club. I mean, the Breakfast Club is pretty bad too, but at least they won't have you drinking no liquor out of a brown bag outside. But that is all I got. And whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.